A cheetah is one of my favorite animals as well, and it was really cool. And as Pieter was kind of just driving to our surprise, I was kind of hoping it was a cheetah, and sure enough, it kind of was. It was just amazing. It's always amazing to see any signs of life. So
yeah, no, it certainly was. And I mean, you've also seen different leopards now, which is also great. I mean, you've seen. I've mentioned it a few times on the drive, but it's been quite special, I guess, or amazing that we've seen 3 generations, 3 drives as well. And yeah, so that alone is. I mean, you've seen the history of some of the leopards around here. And just again, what was the first time we saw that leopard? I mean, I know there was a game drive vehicle not going on, and the cameras and all that.
But there's a game drive vehicle, and then when I'm kind of usually behind the camera, I'm thinking of everything. I'm like looking at the monitor, trying to make sure the exposure is right and everything. So some of that's like looking through the camera, but a lot of times I just had to look up, and it was still just kind of unreal to actually see the leopards just up in the termite mound, and it's just amazing. They're just beautiful, and it's kind of hard to believe I was actually here looking at the actual animal itself, and then looking down at the screen you can kind of pick up a little bit more, but just breathtaking. It's just really words can't describe.
Oh, well, it's good to know. It's a huge part of being out here is that you enjoy it. Well, not a huge part, it's a very important part. If you're out here not enjoying it, then you shouldn't be out here. Then there's a lot of other places to be. But it's been nice to see that as well. It's nice to see. Quickly checked out a couple of emails just to see what's going on. And yeah, very nice. I mean, the monkeys, they're very sketches of camera lenses, I'm sure you saw.
A little bit, yeah. It's something I'm going to be working on, is kind of sitting around with more like the vervet monkeys, trying to get them kind of used to the camera lenses again, just kind of observe more of the behavior, because I really like to kind of sit and watch some of the animals. I can watch pretty much anything for long periods of time. So
yeah, well, the monkeys are fantastic,
yeah.
No, I mean, I actually looked at them and maybe film them a bit as well.
Yeah, it's going to try to do a little bit of both to kind of get them used to both cameras again, like video and still. So I've been kind of doing that. We have a whole bunch of vervet monkeys that kind of come into our camp all the time. That usually when I'm out here, I just kind of squat down to about their level and just kind of observe them and let them observe me. So
yeah, that's brilliant. Habituation is important, as we've learned with the camera, for instance. I was a bit like those monkeys a year or 2 ago. I was very aware of a camera lens, very nervous of it. Now, of course, I just did not get started about how amazed I still am about the process of what we do out here with Wild Earth.
It's definitely amazing. It's also amazing. I'm sure some of our North American viewers is probably wondering kind of about some of the things. Yeah, it's just amazing out here. We have internet, we have tons of computers, we have phones, so it's just kind of interesting, because I'm sure some of them are probably thinking like, okay, I got asked a lot. I worked at a turtle rehabilitation center, and they kept on asking me, okay, what's it going to be like out there? Are you going to be leaving solid structures to where, it's solid structures, and it's really nice accommodations. I really love it out here.
And there's lions and elephants walking around.
Yeah, there's live elephants, and then you just kind of wake up to, I was outside the window, scorpions out here, which, Mom, Dad, don't listen. It's fine.
It certainly is. Oh, awesome, man. Well, Simon, I think we're going to get Pieter out here just now as well. We're going to chat about a few things. And it's just nice to see you enjoying things and make yourself more and more at home. It's
interesting coming in the first week with all the new shows coming on. You guys are kind of getting prepared for that. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just figure stuff out.
That's how it works. We're still figuring stuff out. That's at least how I look at it.
Yeah.
It's most important, and again, I say this often, but it's important to have fun.
Yeah, it's all been fun. Just the learning, kind of the trial by fire type of thing is really good. Like the first few days is getting thrown on 3 different cameras, like especially the IR camera is really interesting. So it's always just fun to learn that stuff, and more fun to do it on the fly and roads out there.
Yeah, no, the road certainly had a bit of a challenge. Wait till they get muddy when the rains come. Then you'll be doing it sometimes outside the car as well.
Exactly.
And you start getting stuck. Cool, Simon, well, nice having you for your first fireside chat, not your second. And I'm sure we'll chat again a few times in the week around WeChat and all the stuff happening as well. Mr. Bright.
Moving from the
I think I'm just lazy. I just feel like I'm sitting lower down.
Otherwise my head will stick out too much.
Glass of water for you.
I was just thinking whether you got some for me as well.
An extra one as well. Simon missed these, so we've got extra water.
Yeah, so sounds like a cliche by now, but it's been an interesting week. It's been amazing. So many new things, and you guys discussed it already. Yeah, for my side, mostly the relearn thing, having a show on regular times and making sure that you have to be ready before that, and that it's quite a lot of work actually, more than I figured it would be. But
yeah, you put a lot of effort into it. I mean, it's clearly visible as well.
Yeah. That's also a bit of a startup issue because you have to figure out all the things, how to work with the overlays and the screens, and also build a library of information. I've got lots of ideas for what I think are interesting shows, but also when I came here I didn't think I would soon.
Quickly.
So a lot of that stuff is still in Cape Town, which I hope to bring back with me after my leave. Some of it is actually in Holland, deep in storage, so I must actually think of a way of getting around that. Maybe I must send my nephew on an expedition. Yeah, we call him Crocodile Diondi because his name is Dion, and he likes to go into that thing and dig into it. So
okay, well,
probably must give him an idea, and he will enjoy that. So, but then we still have to send it here. But no, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's quite interesting. It's quite different without actually looking at a person, as I said. And so it's in a way limiting the technical stuff that we have now, but that's also something that's definitely going to improve with time. And yeah, as I said, I've got some, I think, quite interesting ideas about details of things like how things work and how birds work, how such as feather colors, different things. So, but yeah, as I said, a lot of the information I do have stored in my head, but it's like an exam that you need to double check your facts first, just make sure that you don't talk rubbish on air, because that's something we only do in the fireside chat, I guess.
No,
we don't want to put that to relearn. So yeah, no, it's definitely been interesting, and yeah. There's still a couple of things which hopefully might happen next week. Otherwise, we'll have to wait after I come back from my short leave.
You reminded me on Saturday, huh?
Yeah, I'm leaving on Saturday, and I'm coming back the Monday. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna go to a different part of the bush. My girlfriend's coming over from Cape Town for a couple of days, so she's gonna have a look what's going on here, and then we go 4 days to the side of Kruger, and then we spend a couple of days in Cape Town, and then it's back here again. So a short break, but I'm looking forward to the break actually, and meeting people again and catching up. But I'm also looking forward to coming back here and then picking up what Graham calls the second season of We Learn.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
that's 6 weeks,
yeah, there's lots of work to do, and yeah, let's see. And I'm also actually quite looking forward to tomorrow's We Walk, because we've did some tweaking and other things, so technically it should be, I say, a lot more robust and better than the last one was. So yeah, looks forward to seeing how that works. And
I've enjoyed that.
That's an awesome concept, and we just need to get it work technically.
It's very exciting in many ways, beyond and above just elephants.
Yeah.
But Pieter's been that just now. With the walk, Pieter's been a very integral part of the technical aspect as well, and with how we get things back to the vehicle and then get it back here, and the whole setup of it. Pieter, just, and again, not to make it long, but I did look over at you a few times as well while the elephants were going on and doing the thing. I could see you in the distance, sort of just through the trees and stuff. And what was the experience from that angle? I mean, you were sort of looking after the technical things, making sure we could be seen. Experienced it as well. So
yeah, it's a bit weird actually, because as people, except from you and Herman, we couldn't really see what was going on. I could only see the elephants moving quite fast and hearing the loud trumpeting. Yeah, and things were going through my mind to say, what am I supposed to do, or what should I do? Because I was there with the vehicle, so I could do something. But then I decided
the branches aside, to the signals better.
You still say, I heard you shouting at the elephants, hey, hey! So I figured, you still anything, because I was thinking, based on personal experience I had in Swaziland, and also I got charged by an elephant, which was caused by a vehicle coming from behind actually. So I was actually thinking, as long as things don't really get out of hand or something, I'm not going to do anything, because that'll actually make things quite worse. But I was quite, and in a way, because you can only hear things and don't see it. But yeah, as I said, then I saw you climbing up the termite mound. I could hear also the communication going on, and I could see you seem to come. And surprisingly as well, the elephants just, once that happened, they just went about their business and started browsing again, as if nothing ever happened. It was quite amazing actually.
I just want to mention something short on that, not to go into it long, but a couple of the questions that came through. A question from Mike was sort of touching on a few things, and Colleen also mentioned briefly a couple of things, but just in terms of the terrain and in terms of the behavior, and I'm sure many people have a similar question in mind, and to go into it is virtually impossible, because there's so many variations on behavior. So to